Hello, YouTube world, internet world. This is Benita Stewart, National Executive with Paycation, coming to you guys today on booking with Apple Vacations. I want to do a quick training on how to book Apple Vacations. I've had so many people reach out to me and say, hey, can you show me how to book with Apple Vacations? This is one of my vendors that I absolutely love to book with. This vendor is located in our back office under vacation packages. So if you're ever looking to register with them, they are in our back office. So, as always, you guys know this, I'm an educator. I like to teach you guys, let you know what we are going to learn today, okay? I'm going to show you how to use Apple Vacations, okay? A lot of times people don't even realize all the things you can do with it. Sometimes people think the only thing you can book is package, which is not true because you can do air only and you can book hotel only. And why do I bring this up to you guys? Because there are times when I have somebody that's flying from, I don't know, say San Francisco, and the other person is flying from Philadelphia, but they both want to stay in the same room in Jamaica because most of the Apple Vacation packages are two-person prices. You know, they're two per person to a room. So for a single person, it's a little bit higher, but most of the packages are based on two double occupancy. So it's very easy to do whether you're booking one person, two people flying from the same city, or two different people flying from two different cities but into the same hotel. Okay, so you are capable of doing that, and I'll show you how to do that. Also, understanding there is something called charter flights, and then there's something called a published flights. Okay, charter flights is a flight that Apple Vacation gets at a discounted rate. Okay, they only fly out on certain days. For example, they may fly out on a Wednesday, and fly out on a Saturday. They usually tend to be a little bit cheaper. And usually you can see either a calendar or you can call Apple Vacations directly to get information on charter flights. Published flights are just regular flights no matter what. They are scheduled flights, and they have no special deal with Apple Vacation, so they're just regular prices that you would see at any other website. Also making sure that you select the best value for your client. Okay, just because a price is cheap does not mean that it's going to be the best value, because sometimes you may think it's the best value and you pick up a hotel that's only going to cost $1,000 for a 3-night stay for two people with air, but truly it wasn't an all-inclusive package. And now they have to go pay when they're in a different country, part of the country, and sometimes that may cost some money, more than some money, right? So making sure you really pick the best value for your client. And I will also tell you why you want to choose Apple Vacations and how to book a trip and finalize a trip. I actually have a treat for you guys. I'm going to do a live booking with you guys today, just so you can see how to go through the entire booking process in one shot. Now, Apple Vacations books all over Caribbean, Mexico, Bahamas, Hawaii, Central and South America. They actually have guided tours. If you're trying to book a ski trip, I see a lot of questions about that. They also have ski trips, and if you have a client that wants to travel to Europe, so if they want to go to London, Paris, any of that, Apple Vacations actually have prices for that. A lot of times we just think that it's just for the Caribbeans or the Bahamas, but no, it's actually a lot more than just those two places. And also with Apple Vacations, just like I was saying, you not only get to book flights and hotel, but there are packages available. They even do villas, which is awesome because sometimes you have like a party of 7 people going, and it's not just doable for them to do a hotel room. And sometimes hotel rooms don't even fit 7 people, so they may want villas. Also, we do excursions, so we just don't book their hotel, but if they're looking to do scuba diving, if they're looking to do cave swimming, whatever it is, swimming with dolphins, we actually can book the excursions as well. What does Apple Vacations offer? Again, guys, I just said I love booking with Apple Vacations. Part of my reason is because they include transfers. What do I mean by saying that? Now, unlike USA, in different parts of the world, you actually have to get a cab to get a ride from the airport to the hotel. Okay, it's not free and you have to pay for it. Sometimes you'll find on Expedia, it costs anywhere from $20 to $40 per person, and sometimes that's just one way. Okay, but Apple Vacations, anytime you're booking to the Caribbean, anything you're booking, as long as you book hotel, transfers are automatically included, which I absolutely love. They tend to have best deals for all-inclusive hotels. They also have nonstop flights. They offer upgrades for a very compatible price. I have always compare prices with other vendors, and I always find that Apple Vacations do beat the prices. They also have something called promo codes. In addition to just having the group, if you're booking a group, and sometimes you don't want to book a group because the price may be too high. If you're looking to book group, you can also get a promo code, which means like if you book a set of rooms, like 10 rooms, you can use that code and they can get additional money off. I just booked 14 rooms, I believe, and I got the promo code for every person. They got $20 off in addition to the group prices that we had available. And what I also like with Apple Vacations, if there's any hotel specials going on, they will make sure you are aware of it. I booked, like I said, 14 rooms, and my client only had to pay for 12 rooms because two of their rooms were actually complimentary on top of the promo code. So that's awesome. Also, for travel agents, you get to register with their Apple royalties. Not only do you get commission and you get to know what your commission is while you're booking, but you get, in addition, Apple royalties, which means that you can accrue points with Apple Vacations, and that can count towards a free vacation for a travel agent on top of getting commission, which I absolutely love because I love free vacations. That's what we're in the business for, right? So, like I mentioned, today I have a treat for you guys. We will be doing a live booking. This is my booking. I am booking a trip for a client from Dallas, Texas to Montego Bay, Jamaica. Okay, the time they're flying is that September 12th to September 16th. Now these are my, qualifying the client questions. Okay, where do you want to go? Are you looking for any stops? Do you only want nonstop flight? What dates are you trying to go? Are they flexible? What kind of resort are you looking for? They want an all-inclusive, and of course, very important, how many adults are going, how many people are going, and if there's any kids, and what is the budget, okay? A lot of people say, well, I don't have a budget. Or they may say, well, I don't want to pay too much. Okay, what is too much? For some people, $200 is too much. And for some people, $200 is nothing. They will rather spend $2,000, okay? So it's very important to understand that not everybody's budget is going to be the same. So I often ask my clients, please give me a range you want to stay within. Is it between $500 and $700? Is it no more than 1,000? What are you looking for? So this client told me they do not want to pay anything more than $1,000 per person. Now this means it has to include airfare, round trip transfers, all-inclusive resort for 2 adults, and they want to pay less than $1,000 per person. Okay. So before I go on to the next slide, I am going to start doing my booking. Okay, so I am going to log into my back office. That's where I find Apple Vacations. All right, log in. Okay, I'm only doing this for demonstration purposes because I have everything saved on my computer, but the travel, US vendor list, I'm under vacation packages. I'm going to go down, find Apple Vacations. There it is. I just click on it. Over here, by the way, it tells me how to log in if you're not registered. I always use the upgraded version. A lot of people use this one and then they don't get all the functions that they want. So click on the first one and my credentials. All right, I'm logged in. Now, get familiar with this site. If you have already booked something, you can actually pull the booking up by just putting the number and hitting go. If you have coded them a price, you've already given them a price, you can actually put the code number in here and you can hit go. And the code is usually good for 7 days. They also have some other helpful links for people who are traveling. My Trips and More is really a good one. When people are traveling, they need anything, it's right there. If you want to print credit card authorization form if you need it, email credit card authorization, it's all there. Also, Travel Agent Cafe, if you want to talk about price matches, travel agent service fee, royalties information, any of that, just for travel agents. They also have travel agent rates, guys, so it's pretty cool. All right, so this is what the booking desk looks like, okay? Right here it says package, okay? If I just want to book flight, I can actually just hit flight and book from Philadelphia to wherever I want to go. And if I want just hotel, right there, hotel only. If they want a rental car, guys, don't freak out, okay? When you hit package, you see right here, you can actually make selections what you want to book as well. Okay, now I want to book only air and hotel because remember I told you round trip transfers with um, Apple Vacations is included. Okay, now before I go, I'm doing this for demonstration purposes. Okay, now our trip is from Dallas, Texas to Montego Bay, Jamaica. All right, I want to go ahead and find out Dallas, Texas airport code. I know a lot of people say, why are you doing this? Because I want to make sure I have the right airport code, okay? It's DFW. Okay, so I'm gonna put, now they have two airports, guys. DFW is the international, DAL, Dallas Airport, is regional. So you want to always book through international airports if you're going, especially if they're traveling international, because it's going to cost them less money. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put DFW. Now I need to find out what is the airport code for Montego. All right, it's right there, MBJ. Okay. All right, I don't need this anymore. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to look at my codes, have it where you can see it. DFW to MBJ. Dallas, Texas. Montego Bay. All right, and my dates are September 12th to September 16th. Okay. Make sure you're still in 2016. Don't go too fast. All right. Okay, and I don't see anything special as to non-stop flights. Nope, nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and say search. It already says 2 adults because I want 2 adults. There's 0 kids. Remember I was telling you about the promotion code? So if you have a promo code for multiple rooms, you can put it right here and you can get additional money off. Oh, it says please select an agent. I have to make sure I put my name on here. Now, if your name is not listed, if you say new agent, it's going to pop up and say you need to contact Apple Royalties to register with them so you can get your points. Okay, so make sure you register. My name is already in there, so I'm going to go ahead and select my name. Okay. So I'm just going to say select, find my name, Benita Stewart, and pop up. Okay, I don't need any charter flights, and I'm going to hit search. Continue. Okay, it's searching. I love that Apple. That means it's searching for me. All right. So it states some stuff that you may want to read. So here it is, Spirit Airlines published error. Now, if you want to change this flight, if this is too early, it's too late arriving, you can actually hit this button right here, show alternative flights. And it's going to show you all the alternative flights. Now, as a travel agent, I'm sure you're familiar with Spirit Airlines. And you guys know that it charges you extra for your baggage, right? So it's going to charge you $50 per person. I'm going to look to see if I have something comparable. Now I'm looking at American Airlines. It's $350. I don't want to pay that much extra. $50 is easier to pay. So I'm going to hit select to go with Spirit Airlines. Okay. Now they asked me for an all-inclusive, and they want under $1,000 per person, and they want to stay in Montego Bay. Okay. Now this is the hotel I selected for them. Okay. Royal Decameron, Montego Bay. I've already showed it to them, to the clients. It's a 3-star rating. Okay. As you go higher, like you can see, 5-star rating. This is in Ocho Rios. Okay, it's $15.87. That's, by the way, price for 2 people. So I'm going to select this right here. Okay, now right here, I can also see show alternatives rooms. So if they want a deluxe oceanfront, anything like that, that's where it'll show. Unfortunately, this room, they're all standard. So let me show you another example where you can see, say, Grand Paladamian. It's a junior suite, super saver, all inclusive. Okay. That's included. If they wanted a family suite, I could go with that, and it's $296 extra. So it just showing you different ways. So you can actually see, like, this one is standard run of house, so it's a standard room. But if you wanted to get the client a suite, an oceanfront, those are all the prices, as you can see, and they'll tell you exactly how much more that the client is going to end up paying. And this is not per day, this is just total. Okay. Like I said, the client chose this hotel, okay, and I'm going to hit select. So the client said they want to pay less than $1,000 per person. So let's see what this total is. I know we saw it's $1,400 together, right? Right there. So the total is $729 per person. Okay. I told the client it was $1,600 altogether. Okay. Oops. So my calculator, right? So I told them it was $1,600, and I'm going to subtract 1459.02. Okay, let me try this again. 1459.02 subtract by 1,600. Okay, so I'm going to charge them an additional $140.98, and I'll show you why. Okay, so here's my airline. It tells me exactly what time it leaves, what time it lands. There's one connection, so they go from Dallas to Fort Lauderdale to Montego Bay. So they're still in time, 12:54. That means they're there by 1 o'clock. They still have the rest of the day to enjoy the hotel. Okay, and the other one, when it leaves, it's not like extra early. It's 1:48 p.m. That means, you know, they can party hard Thursday night and come back Friday and have their weekend to relax. And it's all inclusive, 4 nights. It's a 3-star, like you see, 3 apples. Also, say if there was only going to be one person, it tells you adult single is $720. So right here it says price per passenger is $560, but if it was just one person staying in the room, it would be much higher. Now, if it was 3 people staying in the room, it's $548. It only holds up to 3 adults, and then child, it's considered junior, child under 2. It's a junior from 3 to 11 years in age. And anybody above 11 is considered an adult. Okay, I know in the US it's after 18, but in other countries, depending on, especially in hotels, depending on how old they are, the price may be different. Okay, so be aware of that. All right, so this is what I'm going to book. All right, if I want to shop more, if I want to add more, anything, I can. Now, here's the great thing. A lot of times people ask, hey, can I find something that the customer doesn't have to pay the full amount? I just want them to pay the deposit. Well, it's right here. It tells you the deposit is $720. The total booking is going to be $1,459, okay? So I'm not going to charge them the $1,459 because they just want to pay the deposit. So it's going to be $720, okay? So we're going to hit continue booking. Okay, here is private transfer. Remember, round trip transfer is already complimentary. It's already included, so I don't need it. Okay, if this customer is looking for any kind of excursions, it's right here. Okay, you can book anything, reggae and culture, Negril beach and sunset, if they just want to get vouchers, anything they want, day cruise, all of that. It's $75 per person for a day cruise. So this is pretty cool. Like it's all, you can book it right here. Now, travel agent price. Remember I said I was going to charge them another additional fee. So let me go back to the itinerary. Okay, so it's $14.59 right here. Okay, and this right here shows how much my commission is going to be. It's going to be $128.80. Okay, the air is 7% commission, hotel is 11.68, which is awesome. Almost 20% commission I'm getting on this room. So $128. Now, I still found them a good deal because I know I compared this price. Remember the budget was 1,000. So I'm going to round it up to $800, okay, per person. So this total is going to be $1,600. So this is where I can add my travel agent fee, which in this case is going to be $140.98. And it's only quantity one because I'm not charging both people, I'm just charging the one. I'm going to hit continue booking. Now, here is where you can also have insurance, okay? If the customer wants security option, for example, if something was to go wrong and they want cash back, they can do that. Additional things, they can do that. So I'm going to decline insurance because this customer does not want insurance. All right, now it's going to calculate the things I have added, if I've added anything. Now, if you go back down right here, you will see I've added my travel agent fee right here. See, it's $140.98. So it totals up to $1,600. That's what I wanted. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and book these people. So I have a Mr. Now you may not be able to see these names as this is for confidentiality purposes. So just add the information, make sure it's correct, whatever it takes. I double, triple check whatever it needs to happen. Make sure I have it right. I tell them to spell it. I tell them to send it to me via email. All right, let me get the customer's email. Okay, now the information you absolutely need is their first and last name, their email address, because they have to email their eDocs, okay, which is their tickets, their hotel reservation, all of that stuff. Okay, they absolutely have to have it. It has an asterisk next to it. Now I've got their titles, name, first and last. You don't have to have middle. Okay, I have their email address, and if I hit next right here, if I need to add a passenger, I do it right here. Hit next right here, and then of course it automatically does the gender because of the Mr. and Miss. And here's the date of birth. So I'm going to put the client's date of birth. Okay, and the other one. Always repeat this information to the client when you're taking it to make sure that you have it right. All right. So I have the date of birth in there, their first name, last name, and the email address. Now, the passport number, country of issue, I don't need to really have that. When they show up at the airport, that will already be taken care of. All right, so remember the deposit is $720 and deposit is due today, which is 3/13. Is it 3/13 today? Almost. So I'm saying continue booking. Let's see what's going on. All right, I have to make sure I agree to that. All right, there was an alert. I'm going to make sure I speak to the client about that. Okay. Now, what this is if you have multiple rooms, you can select who's going to fly with who's going to room with who, but in this case, it's two adults rooming with each other. And the travel agent fee, I'm not going to select both box because I remember I said I'm only charging one person. So it doesn't matter. You can select this person or this person. It goes to one person, but you cannot select to both. Okay. Continue booking. All right. So now I'm going to go down here. Uh-oh, what is it doing? So now I'm going to scroll down here. It's going to tell me things to know, which is the cancellation policy, all the other wonderful things. All right, we're good. All right, and I'm going to scroll over here and I'm going to agree. I don't have a promo code to put, so we're good. Now, the only reason I'm agreeing to all this is because I've already talked to the client, just FYI, okay? I've already gone through all of this spill with them. They know what the cancellation policy is. They understand it. All right, now, travel agent's email. This is my email. I'm going to check here that I do not wish to receive any client e-docs because I want it to go directly to the passenger. I don't need to have it. The client can get it and it'll be all good. Submit. This is a booking recap, okay? So it tells me my agency name, my name, the agency name, my IATA. It tells me what is, what are the options I'm gonna pay the deposit. It tells me I have to have the final by 7/29. All right, they're gonna send everything out by August. The total amount is $1,600. The deposit is 720 that we're going to put down. My commission is right there. And the net amount due is going to be right there. Okay. I'm going to go down. I always like to check, make sure I have everything, round trip transfers going to both of them. The travel agent fee to one person. Okay. So now right here, I'm going to say apply payment. Okay. All right. It says apply payment. Now I can choose, I want to pay the deposit. So I'm going to go ahead and put it's this person's card. All right. What kind of card is it? Select it. It's a MasterCard. I put down the number. Make sure you get client that you're using their credit card. Make sure you get their address because you're gonna need to put it when you're booking. And I mean for payment, when you're doing the payment. The phone number of the client. The country and the amount. Remember, we're only charging the deposit on this one, so I'm going to put $720. Now, at the end, it says pay the balance with the same credit card. I do not want to pay this with that because you never know. The client may call and say, hey, I want to use a different card. So you don't want to select this option unless you're absolutely sure. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say get authorization. Oops. All right, I got authorization. And I always write down the credit card authorization for the client. Okay, so if I need to give it to them, they have it and they have the exact amount I charged, which was just a deposit. Okay, it asked me to make sure I have the person's contact information. So I'm just going to put their mobile number. If I want to change anything, I should be able to edit. Okay, I'm going to add the customer's phone number. If it lets me. It's thinking right now. Okay. There you go. Edit passenger. Let's see, let me get the customer's phone number. It required that I put somebody's phone number in case of an emergency, so I put that in there. All right, now I'm going to say save all changes. All right, so this is just a general recap, okay? It tells me there's no deposit due because remember we already charged the card. Paid to date is $720. The net amount due is $624, okay? And there it is. I'm going to email this to myself. I do both. Now, I want you to be aware there's two kind of emails. There's a customer email, there's an agent email, okay? So I'm going to first email myself the customer email. And I want to send it to myself because I want to look at what it's going to look like before I send it to the customer, okay? So I'm going to send this. Now I'm going to send it again, but this time I'm going to select the agent because it's going to actually have a different breakdown, and I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. All right, that was my phone letting me know I have the email. Okay, so I'm done. This is my booking number. Everything is done right now. And remember, the next payment due is, what is it? 7/29. So I'm going to tell the customer the next payment I need, which is going to be the final payment, is going to be by July 29, 2016 in the amount of $624.32. Okay. All right. I'm going to close this. Now I'm going to log into my Gmail. Oops. Typing too fast today. All right. So the first one, this is going to be the one I send to the client. Okay. Right here, it just shows them what was charged on their card, payment, balance due. Okay, and when they're gonna be, it's gonna be due by. All right, it doesn't say anything else. Okay, it doesn't say my commission, doesn't say what they, what the company is gonna pay me. None of that. It just says the airlines when they're leaving, what hotel they're staying at. It's all inclusive. Round trip transfers included, and the payment they made, and what's due and when it's due. Okay. Then when I go back to mine, which is the agents, okay, it actually tells me, when I go down here, so it actually tells me that the gross balance is 880. Net balance, that means that's without my commission, is 624. Okay. This is the taxes, this is my commission, and this is what they have paid. So it's right here. It's pretty simple. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the next one. I'm going to forward this email to the client so they have it. Okay, so pretty simple. Now, once I've booked this, I'm going to go in my tracking desk. Okay, just so you guys can see this. Uh-oh. Okay, it's in your travel, in your office. Oops, logging again. So log into your portal. Under travel on my tracking desk. Okay, let's say new travel booking. It's a client booking. The confirmation number, the booking number is right here. 200. Okay, just confirm it. I'm the one booking it. I'm gonna put you don't have to put everybody's name, you can just put one person's name. I do have a group. This is actually part of a group. And the travel date, it's in September the 12th. And the total trip amount is $1,600. Supplier name is Apple Vacations. And there's no referral travel agent. This is my client. Okay, and I hit submit. Voila, it's there. Okay, that's how simple that is. Going back to our PowerPoint, okay. So we have that book. Cancellation policy, I've already told the client, make sure you're familiar with that, because this client, for example, is in the military. She can be called anytime. Okay, so without insurance, the company charges without insurance, 45 days and out before they travel, it's $45 per person. Between 44 days and 31 days, it's $125 per person. 30 days or less, they lose all their money. There's two options for insurance. It's $109.99 per person. If they were to cancel, they actually get travel certificates. They don't get their money back. But they have one for $139.99 per person. It's 100% refundable cash or whatever they paid with. Some tips: make sure you add your booking in the tracking desk. Make sure you send the client the right receipt, because you don't want to send them a receipt that shows your commission. That's not going to be a good one. Keep a copy for your records. I personally print everything out even after I put in my tracking desk, so I can keep a track of it. I have all documents printed. Remember, send all e-documents to your client directly. You don't want to have them come to you, then you forward it to them and you forget. No. And then follow up on any payments. I usually always put a note on my phone or on my calendar on my at my home desk that I know that somebody's payment is due, so they don't lose out on their money. Okay. That's all I have, folks, for you guys. My name is Benita Stewart, National Executive with Paycation, loving what I do, making commission on booking travel. Add or follow me on Facebook. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will have more videos to come. You can also add me on your Instagram. I have a Twitter account as well. And if you have any training topics that you want me to talk about, message me on Facebook for additional ones, and I will make sure to have some awesome training topics. Have an awesome rest of this 2016, and let's book some travel.